Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome back to the mid-level media channel. And we are here for physical media tonight. Is that what the show's called? Yeah, guys, we got a couple of big, huge topics to discuss here tonight. And then after that, it's just going to be an Ask Me Anything. I do have some stuff to show off, some pickups, but they're not movies. So I'm not exactly sure if anybody's going to be interested in it, but I'm going to show them off anyway on live later on in the show. So anticipate that. How's everybody doing? Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? Tony H, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Thank you, Michelle. See, the regulars, the people that are in here that know that I need to know if I'm heard. They just let me know right away. And I appreciate that. Physical media after dark, we could call it that. Maybe if I start going live like after midnight, I can call it that. I mean, it's after dark now, but it's still a little light outside, I feel like. Um, I've had a hell of a night. This is supposed to be my night to like record videos and stuff. I didn't get to do that. I almost didn't get to go live at all. So we had I guess you would call it a pet emergency. My wife noticed that my dog had some small insect creatures crawling on him, and he had fleas. So I had to go to the freaking store and get like the flea bath stuff. I had to get the, what do they call it? Frontline, some like edible flea prevention stuff. And we gave him a bath, sprayed him, did all the flea prevention stuff. It took about a couple hours, and hopefully things are okay. And of course, my wife just freaks out. She washes everything in the house, is up there like spraying every piece of furniture, wiping everything down. But he's okay now. He's back in the house, but we're trying to isolate him from the kids at least the best we can. So yeah, I've been spending the last 2.5 hours doing that. And then I had like, it was like a half hour ago that I even set this stream. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go live anyway. We're all done. So let's just do it. But guys, I appreciate you being here. Hit the like button if you haven't already. And let me get into the chat, see who's all here. We got R6 cover tops. Does Best Buy see them as me made a mistake and not sell DVDs? What did you say in R6? If they are coming back and selling, we're going to talk about Best Buy, okay? We're going to talk about Best Buy. I feel like I'm the last person on earth to probably talk about Best Buy, but I'm here to talk about them, okay? And I get it. I know it's not like it was, okay? This is something different but physical media is still on the Best Buy website. And look, guys, let me just say this. If you guys remember, okay, this was either in a live stream or I think I might have clipped it to a video too. I did some bold physical media predictions at the beginning of 2025, back in January, and I said that Best Buy would get back into physical media before the end of 2025. I said that. And look what happened. There's physical media on Best Buy's website. Okay. Yeah, it's third-party stuff, but still, it's on the website, right? That counts. I was right. What do you want me to say? 138 people in here. Hit the like button. I know that half of you all at least are just in here hate watching, but I would appreciate it if the other half would hit the like button. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. Just a third of you guys are in here hate watching. Maybe more. Not exactly sure. So I've got some what was I going to say? Let me click on this real quick. I like to click on the live so I know what is going on. This is just all jacked up. I'm all jacked up tonight. I got a Ghost Bubblicious Strawberry. It's my favorite Ghost. It's the only one I drink. It's the only one I drink, actually. All right, here we go. What do we got? We got 46 likes. There's 146 people in here, and there's only 46 likes. Come on, guys. Please, please. Look, I don't just ask for this just because I'm like, oh, I need to see that people like me. This actually helps. Okay, it helps the stream. It helps the channel. All right. Please, just hit the like button. I need it. Okay. Maybe I do need to be liked. Maybe that's something that I need. There's still just 50 likes. I mean, that's fine. 2/3 of the people in here hate watching. That's fine. That's all good. William Cinema's here. What's up, Kenny Levels? The Last Samurai needs a 4K. Recently talked about with Tony from Basement Blues. It does. Isn't that a Warner Brothers title? I think it's a Warner Brothers title. Look, we got a very exciting Warner Brothers announcement from Arrow Video. Maybe that we're going to talk about later tonight. Maybe Arrow Video could be the ones to do The Last Samurai. I think they could. I think that'd be a good Arrow Video title. It isn't Wednesday without a Kenny Levels live stream. I know, right? I've been doing good too. We're up to 77. Thank you all. Thank you all. I appreciate it. I feel like I've done lives the last few weeks. I don't feel like I've missed one in like the last six weeks or something. So that's pretty good. I almost missed a night, but I didn't. That's all that counts. Uh, yes. They're just acting as third party vendors. It'll be as awful as Amazon. Why pose a question that's already been answered? Because I haven't answered it yet. That's the answer to that. Okay. Can I not have my chance to talk about it? Reweaver, whatever your name is. Actually, I answered this down here. I think it's six party. I'm so stupid. What up, Kenny? What's up, Patrick? What's up, Antonis? So Best Buy might be saying to themselves, we effed ourselves, we screwed ourselves. Look, I'm going to talk about that a little bit. And yes, this is third party marketplace stuff, crap. It's not really Best Buy selling this stuff. But I'm going to talk about how, why, I think this might lead to something else. It could. Why couldn't it? Look, 8 months ago, if I would have said that, or I did say it, if I would have said that Best Buy was going to get back into physical media, people would have been like, no, there's no way. They're not. They're out of physical media. They're more likely to shut down or go out of business than they are to have physical media back. And they've got it back on their site 8 months later. So right now you're like, well, they're not going to sell it themselves. They're not going to have any more physical. Why can't they? Why couldn't that happen in the next 8 months? We could be seeing Steelbooks back in store in Best Buy. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. So I don't know. I mean, it's baby steps, right? Right. Jim Woods is here. What's going on, Jim? What is going on, man? Look, Jim is an author. Okay. I have read Jim's book, one of his books. I don't know where it is. But it was a great book. I read the first one. He's got the second one out right now. It's a Western. And I need to find it because I'm forgetting the title of it off the top of my head. But I did read it. And it's the only book that I've read in damn it, where is it? I need to find it. I don't know where I put it. It might be upstairs, honestly. It could be. I thought I brought it down here though. I'm all over the place. I apologize, guys. It's gonna irritate me. No, it's not down here. At least not from where I can see it. I'm sorry, Jim, but Jim wrote a Western novel. He wrote the sequel. It's out right now, and I'm gonna buy that soon. I like VHS tapes. Okay, yeah, sure. I mean, I don't actively collect VHS tapes. If I see a cool one at a Goodwill or a thrifting spot for like $1 or 50 cents, I'll get it. But I'm not paying much more than that. You know, I can't, I collect too many dumb things, as you'll see later when I show off this stack of physical media that I have right here. That's not movies. I can't get into the VHS collecting thing. I just can't do it. I still got my VHS tapes though from when I was a kid, a lot of them. And I won't get rid of them, but I don't collect VHS tapes unless I find them for like very cheap and they're cool. I still have to buy Final Destination Bloodlines and the stuff on 4K physical media. Good releases. Both of those are solid releases. They're just allowing third-party sellers on their marketplace. Yes, but you don't think that could lead to somewhere? You don't think so? I think it might. Hey Ken, do you have the Arrow edition of the Extras 3? If so, is it better than Shout Factory edition? I do not have the 4K because hold on. Can you guys see me? Hey. Because I have the Arrow Blu-ray, okay, and I had the Scream Factory 4K. So in my mind, I had no reason to get that. So I did not get that because I think it was the same cover, slipcover, packaging was all the same. But on this, I've got all the features, and I don't know if there's any features that are different on this or not. I can't remember off the top of my head. But I've got all the features for the Arrow version, and I've got the Scream Factory version. I'm good. I'm good with The Exorcist 3. That's all I need. I didn't need to get the 4K. But The Exorcist 3 is a great film. It's not as good as the original, okay? I've heard some people say that some people go too far, okay? Yeah, it's not as good as the original. All right, you can't say that. It's a very good movie though. If you had to take a guess, do you think we will have physical media in the 2030s? Yeah, I think so. I mean, that's just 5 years away. Physical media is still going to be around. Is it going to be as mainstream as it even is now? Probably not. I could see some studios dropping off of it for sure. I definitely see more studios like moving to the Lionsgate limited format and just putting it on a website instead of actually like selling it in stores and selling it widespread on Amazon. I could see that, but we'll still have it. If anything, like some of the more like niche boutique labels will be going. I mean, Vinegar Syndrome is only ramping up. Like some of these other boutique labels, like they just keep ramping up. Arrow Video, like I feel like they're just getting started too. So I all those boutique labels will still be around in 5 years. Arrow Video, Vinegar Syndrome, Scream Factory, nah, I don't know about that. Criterion still be around. Like those labels will still be around. You know, some of the other smaller ones may fall off, but I see those. Kino Lorber, I think will still be around as well. But yeah, I mean, you may see some shakeups, some shifts, some things happen, but in 5 years, it'll still be around. It'll still be around. 10 years, I think some of them will still be around, but it'll probably decrease unless something happens. The tide shifts, and I don't know. I mean, people still buy vinyl, right? I mean, I know it's like apples to oranges, but it's still physical medium. But let's see, $2 super chat from KJL1777. $2. We need a second sight 4K set for Disturbia 2007. I would not mind that. I would actually pick that up. I've just got a regular Blu-ray of Disturbia, but Disturbia is a really good movie. I have not watched it in quite some time, but I remember having that on DVD back in the day, and I enjoyed the movie. And that was before I even watched Rear Window from Hitchcock. So I need to rewatch it now. I do have a Blu-ray. I think I got it from Big Lots back in the day for $3. But yeah, a second sight of that would be cool. I would buy that in a heartbeat. Second sight has not really been lighting my world on fire this year. They really haven't. The Nice Guys and the Florida Project have been the two things they've announced I'm the most excited about. Then we've also got another super chat from Going to the Movies. $4.99. When are we getting Fear in 4K? That roller coaster scene meant a lot to 14-year-old me. So the last release of Fear that we got was the let me go grab that. I can see it from right here. The last release of Fear that we got was this retro VHS slipcover from Mill Creek. And I don't know what studio. It's saying Universal put this one out. Is that right? I mean, Universal works with Arrow Video still, right? I think that they've done stuff with I could see Criterion doing Fear. I really could see Criterion doing Fear. Um You know, it could be a good release for Scream Factory to scoop up. I mean, I think this would fit perfectly into the Scream Factory line if they wanted to do this movie. But yeah, Fear, I agree with you 100%. It needs some kind of like special edition. It's kind of weird that the movie doesn't have a special edition. I mean, the movie came out the same year as Freeway, and Vinegar Syndrome put that out. So maybe we could see Vinegar Syndrome do Fear at some point on 4K. I think that would be a huge get for them. But yeah, Mill Creek put it out. Mill Creek, they kind of just put out anything and everything they could get their hands on. So I could see this. I could see a label scooping this one up though sooner rather than later. But this is a cool little kind of holdover edition from Mill Creek. I like the retro. They haven't done a retro slipcover in quite some time. It's been a while, actually. All right. Thank you all so much for the super chats. Let me give you a little super clip. Let's see. What do we got?
She got a great ass. And you got your head all the way up it.
All the way. I don't think that clip will ever get old. I don't think it'll ever get old. All right. Where are we at? Where are we at? Roll call. Here you find Buddy Ken. I hope y'all couldn't hear me before I went live. Why is 4K more expensive than DVDs and Blu-rays? Is because of the most popular kind of movies people buy right now. 4K is more expensive because it simply costs more to make, to actually do those restorations, especially for boutique labels, because they got to license the stuff and in a lot of cases do the restorations themselves. With the studios, like with the new film, I don't think it's going to cost too much more to put it out on 4K other than just the cost of the disc, because they already shot it in 4K. But like the older films, like restorations and stuff like that, that could cost upwards of like, $100,000 to do a restoration. So like that's why, 4K would be more than Blu-ray and DVD. Let's see. Oh, we got a couple more super chats. Thank y'all so much. Jasper Plane 9, $4.99. Ken, will you do a video or speak about Lionsgate limited warehouse fines? So, you know what, Jasper? Let's just do it right now since you donated to the channel, and I appreciate that. I did see that, but I thought that was like limited to just the weekend. So I didn't cover that on the physical media report because I thought it was going to be old news by the time I did it. But yeah, they did find some stuff in their warehouse. Can you guys see this? So these are the steel books, shop all warehouse finds. So these used to be Best Buy exclusive steel books back in the day, and they are now on the Lionsgate Limited website, all for $24.99, which I will point out. Well, a couple of these are cheaper than when they came out. I remember stupidly paying $33.99 for The Blackening, which I did not like that movie. I paid $33.99 for The Blackening. It's $24.99. It is a really nice steelbook. If you like that movie, then maybe you would want to get that. The Limey is one of the coolest like gimmick trick slip covers for one of the steelbooks that I've ever seen. I love that slip cover because it reverses. Like you take it off and then you flip it and it adds like a new image with how it is. So it's a really cool steelbook. I have still not watched the movie though. So I'll admit that. Warm Bodies, I got that steelbook. I think I have all these steelbooks actually. I think that was 24 when it came out. I think that's when the prices started to raise. But The Wicker Man, Cabin in the Woods, and The Man Who Fell to Earth, I think I got all those for $20. And Ghost in the Shell, I don't have Ghost in the Shell, but that one looks like it's sold out. The rest of them are in stock though. So yeah, they found these in their warehouse. The Wicker Man is a great steelbook. That's like one of their best steelbooks. So I definitely, and I love The Wicker Man. That's such a fantastic movie. That to me is a real underrated. Like, yes, it's an iconic horror film, but I still think it's a really like underrated, like classic horror film. Like people don't talk about it like they do The Exorcist or TCM or any of the other classics. The Shining. I think it should be mentioned in the same like breath as those movies. I think it is that damn good. I love that movie. And then The Man Who Fell to Earth, I still haven't watched that either. Cabin in the Woods is awesome. I love that movie. But yeah, those are the warehouse finds they have right now. It's just 6 steel books for $24.99. So if you missed out on those back in the day, like if you're new to collecting for the Lionsgate, steel books, that could be something you throw in the cart when you get some of their other new releases that they announced, to kind of soften the blow of that $8 shipping. All right, let me take that off here. And then the next super chat we got is As Told by Gonzo, $4.99. Thank you for the great content over the years. You got me through some dark times in the past. Take care. Well, damn, man, I appreciate that. I mean, that's when you hear those types of comments. I hear a lot of comments. People are like, "F you, Ken, you're stupid. You don't know nothing. This was a great 4K. This is a crap 4K. Blah 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 blah. It's people like you. It's YouTubers like you. That's the reason why. That's the reason why collecting is it's in the state it is now because of you, Ken." Anyway, but I'm just trying to say through all the negativity, Sometimes it is nice. I mean, I don't like hearing that you're going through dark times, but it is nice to hear like, okay, well, the stuff that I'm doing actually matters to somebody out there. And it's actually having a positive impact on their life. That is nice to hear. So I do appreciate you telling me that, Gonzo. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for the 4.99 super chat. Let me give you something that's going to brighten your day a little bit. Mac and Me always brings a little brightness to everybody's day. Everybody's day. All right. Let's go. What's up, Abyss? I did see that. I'm going to save that for the physical media report next week. But I will say, guys, Saw 2 4K Steelbook is currently $24 on Amazon. It's the only one that has a price attached. I think it's the only one that has an actual pre-order up that you can actually, reserve right now. And I've got that link down below. So if you want to pre-order the Saw 2 4K Steelbook, you can. And for an actual like good price, I don't know if that's a mistake, if it'll go up to $34.99. But right now it's 24. So maybe take advantage of that. That link's down below. A lot of unwatched and bad movies on these shelves. I do. I have a lot. Well, I'm guilty of both. Did you watch the new season of King? I wanted to. We booted up Hulu the other night and I saw it and I'm like, my wife has always loved King of the Hill, and I definitely watched it too when I was a kid. It's like, you want to watch the new season of King of the Hill? Because we couldn't decide on a movie to watch. She was like, nah. I was like, well, damn it. I did kind of want to watch it. Tony H. Looks like Best Buy is continuing the musical media community in a roundabout way. Yep. What's up, Ben? Have you ordered from Import CDs before? I think I did. I feel that sounds familiar. I feel like I did order something from them a while ago, but I can't remember specifically what it was or the experience. I remember the name, so I don't know. Thank you, Michelle. We'll talk about it in a second. Oh, what's up, Captain Horror? How you doing, man? Oh, definitely. I think it could. I think it could definitely be that at that. I mean, we're already seeing it with some of the newer films. I mean, Superman's getting ready to come out on 4K, and then a few months later, they're going to add a commentary with James Gunn. But so, yeah, I mean, absolutely. I hope I don't have to put a disc into my player and then it installs to watch it. I hope I don't have to install it to watch it. That's the one thing. All right. We're going to burn through this, guys. If I miss somebody, I'm sorry. I am sorry. I know, right? Let's get into that real quick. Let's just burn into it. Like, guys, Arrow Video, they were already trending towards being the best boutique label of 2025, but this just sealed the deal. I don't care what else they announce for the rest of the year. This just made them, like, between this and Turtles, they're the best of the entire year. Nobody's going to beat them. Okay. Criterion's been doing an admirable job. Okay. They've been doing a good job. They put up a valiant effort, but they're not gonna beat Arrow. Let me show you guys what Arrow teased today. Okay. I gotta show you all this. This is crazy. All right, I gotta share Instagram. Can you guys hear that? Hope you can hear it. Look at this. Wait for it. Boom! Look at that. You know what that is, don't you? Oh shit. Look at that. Smoking. That's a spicy meatball. Yeah, Arrow Video is pretty much teasing a release of The Mask, and I don't know if they're going to announce it as a part of their November announcements, if it's something that's going to be far out, because they teased Turtles like back in May or June, and they just like announced it. So it could be like a January or February release. I don't know, but something tells me like it might be a November announcement, because if they do The Mask in November, that's the big title, and then December is Turtles. That's going to be a freaking stuff. Like, that's going to be a hell of a send off. Or like maybe it's December. Like maybe we'll get The Mask and Turtles in the same month, and then November will be Salem's a Lot. I don't know, but like Arrow Video is just killing it. They're killing it. Um, but I am so excited for the mask. I'm so excited that Arrow Video got the mask. Okay. Because I was just so disappointed by what Shout did with Ace Ventura. And I was kind of afraid that they were going to get the mask and do that one next. And it's like I would have got it because it's the mask and it's 4K. And yeah, I got the Blu-ray, but yeah, of course I'm going to get the 4K. But it wouldn't have had any new features. It would have maybe had a commentary, and they would have screwed something up. I'm just very down on Scream Factory, Shout Factory right now. I mean, End of Days is coming out. That's cool. Um, but I would have been very disappointed. They would have done so. But knowing that Arrow Video is going to do it, and because they did a teaser like that, like they obviously know they have something big. I think it's gonna be a big chunky box. I think it's gonna have a really cool like booklet inside with all kinds of great stuff in it. It's gonna have multiple special features because I don't really know too many Arrow Video releases that don't have multiple special features. Probably a new commentary as well. It's gonna have incredible artwork on it. I'm I'm just through the moon. Like I just thinking about that, guys, like a Jim Carrey film getting like special features and all that stuff. I say that and watch this be like the first Arrow release that that doesn't get like a bunch of new special features. It maybe gets like one or something. But they have got to be doing this one up big. They just have to. I believe in Arrow. I believe in Arrow Video when it comes to the mask. And it has the potential, like it really does. Because The Mask has been a movie I've been watching since I was like, when did that come out? 94. So I saw it in 94. I've been watching it since I was 8 or 9. If it came out before my birthday that year, I've been watching it since I was 8. I remember seeing that movie in the theaters. I think we went, this is my memory. I think we went to DZ Discovery Zone and or someplace like that. I don't know if it was a DZ or not. And then I remember going to see The Mask in theaters, and I was with we were out. I don't know if it was like a birthday party or what. I can't remember, but then or it might have just been a random weekend. But I had a couple of my friends, and I remember seeing The Mask in theaters, and I remember going to DZ Discovery Zone. So I've got that memory like firmly planted in my head. I got the movie on VHS. I still got it on VHS, my same VHS copy. And I watched that movie all the freaking time. Like I love The Mask so much. So it is such an important movie to me. Like that movie on 4K, they do it right. They do it up with all the special features, all the fixins. It's a nice chunky box set. That could be my release of the year. And I love Turtles. Okay. I love Turtles. And I've got the same level of nostalgia with the Turtles for sure. But The Mask, like, I don't know. I just think there's a lot of potential there um, to just have a great release. I don't know. I'm excited for it, guys. We all wear masks, metaphorically speaking. Let me get on with it, guys. So yeah, that's one of the big topics we were going to discuss. We got 266 people in the chat right now. Hit the like button. Why do I only got 113 likes with 266 people in here? That's what I'm saying, guys. Half of you guys are hate watching. You're just hate watching me right now. That's ridiculous. Dimension Scott is here. Hey, good news. If you play Resident Evil, you can now play the OG versions of Resident Evil 2 and 3 Nemesis on PS4 and 5. That is good news. I remember playing both of those back in the day. But I think I already have those downloaded on my PS3 actually. James Hackett's here. Hello from Ireland. Well, hello, James. I appreciate you being here all the way from Ireland. What's up? What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? What's your opinion on Karate Kid Legends? I have not seen it, but I will when I get the box set because I still have it pre-ordered. And that thing's going to come in, and I'm going to be very upset because I spent $220 on it, but it's still pre-ordered. Yeah, he's okay now. He's okay now. I got him like a raw hide piece, and he was chewing on that when I came down here. Since you conjured up this mask release, how about calling out for Nightcrawler? I've been calling for Nightcrawler. I did like a short last year, but every single like list video I do of 4K or movies that I want to come to 4K, like Nightcrawler's on it most of the time. So I've been calling for Nightcrawler. I feel like City of God has a 4K. Didn't they put that in like the Sony Picture Classic set or something? I'm not a huge Imprint fan. I mean, they did the Never Ending Story last year, and I love that release. But outside of that, I don't buy too much from Imprint, mostly because I just think that their packaging feels very cheap, and for the price that they're asking, I'm just not except for the Neverending Story, that's great packaging. But, like, their box sets, like, I've felt those before, and they're just very thin and just feel like they could be crushed very I don't know, just not as durable as, like, a Vinegar Syndrome or Air Video box set. So, I always feel a little cheated when I get one of their releases in. Now, I bought several of their just regular releases, and even, like, the hard cases on those are just really, like, kind of flimsy. So I never really feel like I'm getting my money's worth from them, but they do a lot of good work. They put out a lot of stuff for the first time on Blu-ray. And, I really wanted that Suspiria 4K, but it's like 80 bucks for that thing. And again, like the packaging, it just isn't there for me to justify that price point. So I don't order from them a ton. But that Suspiria set is still, I think, available on Orbit or something, or maybe Diabolic. And I thought about getting it the other day just because I love that Suspiria remake, and I would love to see that in 4K. So I thought about getting it a couple of times. But yeah, overall as a label, they never ranked too highly for me. Watching the live stream. Oh, sweet. Nice. Nice. How do I look on 75 inches? Probably not great. I'm not streaming in 4K. Oh my goodness, we got another super chat from Eli Cam. Companion is my favorite from this year so far. Hope Arrow Video could get their hands on it. The bare bones 4K will do for now. I mean, being it so that they have an Evil Dead Rise, promotional card inside one of the releases. Which one was it? I think it might have been Poseidon or something. Maybe it was Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. That would make more sense. But that's a recent Warner Brothers movie as well, right? Evil Dead Rise. Yeah, Evil Dead Rise. So they got a promotional card in there of that movie. If they're gonna do that in 4K, like I could see them doing a companion 4K at some point, maybe a couple of years down the line. Like they could definitely do that. Yeah, Companion was fun. I did not love that movie. But it was fun. I did see Weapons over the weekend, and I I really, really liked it. I don't know if I can go as far as to say love. It might be a movie I need to rewatch and it kinda grow on me, but that movie did deliver for me for sure. I really liked how they structured the narrative, and I also liked how everything just made sense and kinda fit together, and there was no real, like, bullshit with it. Everything just felt like it fit just right. So I enjoyed Weapons. My wife and I reviewed it on our channel, Married with Media. You can go check it out. I got that channel linked, down below. But yeah, I enjoyed Weapons quite a bit. So that might be in my top 3 horror films of the year. That movie, Sinners, and Together. But honestly, like, maybe because I like Sinners a lot too, but I didn't love Sinners. Maybe I would put Together, or maybe I'd put Final Destination Bloodlines in there with Together and Weapons. Together and Weapons are definitely my top 2. And then I might go Final Destination Bloodlines just because I had a hell of a time watching that movie. Um Going to the movies, whatever happened to The Village on 4K? I imagine they're still working on it. I mean, they did I mean, we could get the announcement. Isn't that's Disney, right? So I think last year they announced Signs and um, it was Signs and The Sixth Sense. I think they announced those like a month before they came out, and they came out in October or something. So we might get that announcement like in early September for The Village to come to 4K. So I think it's still possible that it comes out this year, maybe a November release. Um, but yeah, last I heard, M Night was working on that one, or they were working at Disney, whatever, was working on The Village. So hopefully before the end of this year, we'll get that. But thank y'all so much for the super chats. Let me give you another super clip. All right. Good old Mac. What's up, Smirk? That's what I'm saying, man. Give them all to Arrow. Or Vinegar. I would take Vinegar Syndrome putting out every movie too. They do a great job as well. They just, people would be upset by that though. People like Vinegar Syndrome to stick to the cult stuff. They don't like it when they go mainstream. Me personally, like they do such great work. Like I want them to do like all these like as a part of the VSU line. Like I want all these cool like, childhood classics on 4K. So I would take Vinegar Syndrome doing everything, and I would take Arrow Video doing everything, but they just don't have the manpower to do everything, unfortunately. The Pebble and the Penguin. I remember that movie. That would be cool. That would be cool. I haven't seen The Room, but I have seen the Disaster Artist. Does that count? Um, so when it comes to The Devil's Rejects, they don't have the original materials to be able to do the 4K, and the same thing with Saw 3, I think is what you're talking about. Saw 3, from what I understand, it never didn't even have the unrated cut on the Blu-ray. So that just has the unrated cut on the DVD because somebody told me that that's kind of the selling point with that box set that I've got is that they included the DVD with the unrated cut in that. So I don't think that Saw 3 has had the unrated cut beyond DVD. So I think it's just an original materials thing. They don't have it to be able to upgrade it, so that's why they don't put it out. I don't know why they don't at least put it on there as like a special feature or something, even if it is on DVD. Like you could easily, I think, put a DVD version of Saw 3, the unrated cut, on the Blu-ray, I would think, and then have the regular and then have the 4K with the other special features. But those still look like really good releases. They got new features and stuff, and I don't care about the Saw movies that much to even care about the unrated cut. Like I'll probably get those, um, but I just haven't seen them enough to care about it. It's not like Ace Ventura where I like notice every single detail and what's missing. It's not like that was Saw for me, so I'll be fine without it. And The Devil's Rejects, honestly, like, I saw that movie in the theaters, so to get the theatrical cut, just fine with me. I remember enjoying it in the theaters, so I'm sure I'll enjoy it again, just the theatrical cut. But I definitely get people's frustration and disappointment if you have watched the unrated cut so many times and that's how you know the film. I think Best Buy should look at its customer list on physical media. Then they should send out reward certificates for $15 each to customers. Let's get it started. They need to apologize, don't they? They need to make a freaking statement. All right. Criterion's doing good too. Criterion's doing good. Best Buy got rid of movies, claiming they had better uses for the space. My local Best Buy still has a huge empty spot in the store. Exactly. Last time I went my Best Buy, they still had the big empty space. They hadn't filled it in yet. That was like over a year ago, but still. I would love for them to include Son of Mask as like a bonus movie on it. Like that would be awesome if they did that. That would be so cool. I think BB will get back in the game. Let's see. We're gonna burn through this chat. What's going on? Not JPEG. What up, Ken? Great to see you on the live stream. Well, I'm glad that you're here, man. It's great to see you here. All right. Danny Daniel says if Best Buy themselves sell physical media again, then it's a game changer, especially in stores, since that place is virtually a morgue without physical media. It just never made sense to me. It's like you sell TVs, you sell the players, you still sell video games physically, you sell systems and cameras and all this. Why wouldn't you at least have a small spot for movies? Like, okay, somebody comes in there, they buy a new TV and a 4K player. What's the next thing they're going to do? Oh, I need to get a couple of 4K movies to play on my player on my new TV. It just makes sense. Like, why wouldn't you at least keep a small amount in there? It's just so stupid. They're so stupid. Amazon has ended their free shipping on purchases over $50. I learned that during my Saw 3 4K Steelbook. Oh, really? See, I've always had Amazon Prime, so I never have to worry about that. What's up, Ken and chat? What's up, Eli? How you doing, buddy? My Best Buy replaced the movie section with arcade machines. You're telling me Miss Pac-Man machines sell more than Blu-ray discs? I know, right? Gee, how much space does that take up? I mean, Miss Pac-Man's is freaking awesome. I love that game, but yeah. DVD or Blu-ray version of Spaceballs? I've got the 4K of that. There's a 4K. But you still hate the movie. Do you keep it or sell it or give it away? If I've already got it, I've got a video coming out about this, so I'm not going to get into it, but I'm talking about an upcoming video about how I struggle with even giving anything away, no matter if it's a bad movie or not. I mean, for God's sake, I still have happiness in the collection, guys. It's still back there. Andrew, hey Kim, when do you think we'll see the Saw 3? I don't know. Hopefully soon. I mean, like I said, 2's available. They always do that, Morris. They always do that with me. I get them in 2 boxes all the time on the same day. I'm like, "What the hell is the point of this?" No, we're not quite at 200 likes yet. We should be. We should be at 200, but we're not. Guys, can we get to 200? Come on, there's 271 in here watching. I hate to beg for likes, but geez Louise. Walmart does the same thing with third-party sellers and in-store physical media. Yep, and I mean Amazon too. It's all the same thing. Extras 3 is better in my opinion by far. Well, you, sir, are wrong. I'm just joking. That's your opinion. That's fine. That's fine. I respect it. I mean, Extras 3 is a really good movie. It's just to me like the original is an all-timer, and it's my favorite horror film, so I can never put anything above it. Best and worst films of the past 10 years. I mean, that could be a video. That could be a video for sure. I would have to think about that long and hard. Let's see. Well, you guys are just crazy. What do you Brad Dorff? I mean, Brad Dorff's great in everything. It's like you can't use him as a reason why The Exorcist 3 is better than the original Exorcist. I mean, would you say that Child's Play is better than the original Exorcist? I mean, I love Child's Play, but I mean, come on, guys. Would you say Graveyard Shift was better than The Exorcist just because Brad Dorff's great in it? I mean, Brad Dorff's great in everything. Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, he's great in everything. There's not anything that he's not great in. Are some people getting into collecting VHS, just don't have a DVD or Blu-ray player? Um, I think there's some people out there that may not have a DVD or Blu-ray player yet that are still playing their VHS tapes, just unironically, just because they have that's the only thing they have and they haven't upgraded. I think there's still people out there in like rural areas and stuff. What's going on, Adrian? I don't remember that announcement. It's very possible the way that they just throw announcements out there. It's possible. It'd be a good get for them as well to do that, but I don't remember hearing that. No, I've never been to Halloween Horror Nights. I would love to go. I would love to go. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to skip over some stuff so I don't get too far behind. I apologize. I think they'll do Silent Hill for sure on 4K if they still have the rights to it. No, I wanted to go. I thought about it, but I just didn't have the time on Sunday. Fight the good fights here. I can't wait to check out the new Halloween game on the new Hellraiser. I know when I saw that Halloween game, like I'm excited for those because they're not like multiplayer only bullshit. Like I don't have time or the patience to play multiplayer games anymore. Like that's why I got played a couple rounds of TCM when it came out. I've never even tried to play the Friday the 13th game. I've watched footage of it and it seems cool, but I just don't care to play multiplayer. But when I heard Halloween's gonna have a single player campaign and it's gonna be like a stealth game, that's like exactly how I envisioned what that game would be. Like I remember like all the way back to when I was like in the 8th grade thinking about how cool it would be if they did a Halloween game on the N64. Like that's how long I've been wanting this game. And it like just like stalking people in their houses, like walking outside their houses. Like I used to envision this game in my head, like on the N64 with the N64 graphics when I was like 13. And it's like to see that it's actually going to come out like that and they're going to do a stealth game like that. The potential is just limitless with that. So I will get that for sure. And the Hellraiser game too. Like, you could do some really cool things with Hellraiser, like, with the Labyrinth and make it like a Legend of Zelda type game. That would be really freaking cool. So, yeah, I'm definitely on board with both of those. Those are 2 modern games that I will pick up. I will pick up. I feel like Fear would be Scream Factory territory. Yeah, it'd be good Scream Factory release. I do have Clown House. I do have I've got somebody sent it to me on DVD on one of my subscriber unboxings, and I didn't even know what I had until I started, like, hearing about the film later on. I was like, "Oh, I remember somebody sending me that." I went in there and saw it. I was like, "Holy shit, I do have this movie." I don't know if I ever, like, want or need to watch that, though. Um, yeah, Fight the Good Fight owns Clown House. I could go in there and get it, but I don't know if I wanna promote that movie. Well, it's good they put it back in stock then, you know? Yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? I don't know why they just won't do that movie like just a regular, like, standard release. They need to. Oh, for sure. That got me back into steelbooks because I was about done with them, and then Lionsgate came out and started putting slipcovers on 'em, like, I'm back in, and now I just collect steelbooks again. Alright. but I have to reorganize my steelbooks. I almost need like an entire shelf for him now. Mario says Lionsgate disgusts him. The Man Who Fell to Earth is a strong not recommend. I'm a huge Bowie fan. Trust me, it's a horrible film. Damn. Damn. Yeah, they need to reissue that with the new artwork maybe. It is definitely Ernest Scared Stupid. Definitely Ernest Scared Stupid with Ernest Goes to Jail as a close second. Well, I don't know, Saves Christmas, like, I have started to, I mean, it used to be like every 5 or 6 years I would watch Ernest Saves Christmas around Christmas time. Now, I'm starting to watch it like every year. I think the last 3 Christmases I've watched Ernest Saves Christmas, and I've always loved it. I mean, but it's kinda growing on me even more. So maybe that one will surpasses Jail, but I love all 3 of those. Camp is definitely 4th, but I like Camp. Um, but it's Scared Stupid, probably Saves Christmas, then Jail, then Camp. And then I like Rides Again and some of the other ones too, but I haven't seen I haven't seen like Slam Dunks and The Army Now or whatever it was. Is that what it was called? Ernest in the Army or something? Ernest Goes to School. I haven't seen those in a long time, but I remember watching all those back in the day. I do have both of those right here. I was getting ready to film a collection update video tonight, but of course my thing with my dog happened. But I do have them both. Um, I don't know. I may do individual reviews, or I may review them both in the same video. I don't know. It's possible. I am reviewing the Sleepaway Camp movies on 4K soon, and a 40-year-old virgin on 4K. Michael K, what's going on, man? How are we doing tonight? Still waiting on Near Dark 4K, becoming quite the urban legend these days. Yeah, I remember there was a rumor of that came out a few years ago, and a lot of people were speculating that Second Sight was going to do it. And I feel like if Second Sight was going to do it, they would have already like let it be known that they were going to do it, because they usually do that kind of stuff. Like with The Hitcher, they let people know they were working on it like 3 years in advance. So I feel like with Near Dark, like they would let people know about that. So I don't know what the deal is with Near Dark or who's actually going to end up putting that one out, but it has to come out at some point. Somebody's going to get their hands on it. But thank you so much for the super chat. Let me give you a little super clip for your troubles. Yeah, we definitely have a lot of physical media releases coming out in September and October too. September 23rd, yeah. Oh, it's definitely The Mask, Kevin. Get out of here. What else do you think it could be? What else could it be? Come on. Oh no, that sucks, man. Dragon Slayer on 4K is one of the best 4Ks. Oh my goodness, that is so good. I'm sorry. You might need to send that one back. You might have got a bad one. But also make sure it's not your player. Like check multiple discs. Yeah, Michelle's very unimpressed with Arrow this year. Michelle, you just have a higher like, taste of film. Like your taste of film is very refined. You're more into the Criterion types of movies. You don't dwell in the schlockiness like the rest of us. So that makes sense. Aaron Clicks here. What's going on, Aaron? Nice. Yeah, those releases went down to $24.99. Man, if it was Son of Mass, they would get so much shit. But I do think it'd be cool to put that in there like as an extra disc. It's not a bad looking 4K. The 4K looks good. 4K looks good. But it doesn't have the dolphin trainer scene in it, which like I grew up with that scene. Like I know that film with that scene, so the movie feels incomplete without it. And they added no new special features, no commentaries at all. So it was just a very kind of lackluster, disappointing release for me. But as far as the picture quality, it looks fine, but the movie's just not complete without that dolphin trainer scene. And they couldn't even add it in as a special feature. That's the shittiest part about it. Or just include it on the frickin' Blu-ray, for goodness sake. Ken, if a movie gets a brand new 4K transfer on a 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray disc, what's the protocol on whether the updated version hits streaming or not? Oh, I have no idea, Aaron, how the streaming rights work and stuff like that. But usually, like, it's vice versa. Like, you'll see it hit streaming before it even hits 4K physical disc. Like, Face Off was on 4K on streaming for like 2 years before it came out on physical disc. But most of the time, like, if you see that, most of the time, if you see that, like a movie's on 4K on streaming, pretty good indication that it may be coming to 4K pretty soon from somebody. TMNT, the Mac, and the Mass, these companies, I'm telling you, Garrett, I'm telling you, we're eating good this year. My goodness. TMNT, Mac, all we need is Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. Can Vinegar Syndrome put that one out? Is it too much to ask? Encino Man, VSU for Black Friday. That's all I need. That's all I need. Yeah, we lost 2 actors from Superman the movie. Now there's only a handful now. That stinks. Oh yeah. Well, it was Terrence Stamp. Is that who it was? He's from Superman 2, though, right? Not Superman the movie, right? Or am I wrong? I live near a Best Buy. Are they stocking physical media again? They are not stocking in stores. No, we'll get into that here in a second. Someone said, "What if it's on a mask?" Love Jim Carrey's movies. I would love somebody to put out the Cable Guy too. Like the Cable Guy, I would take a chunky box 4K set of the Cable Guy. Like nobody else wants this stuff. I feel like with me, it's like it's the comedy era has begun. Okay, I love horror. I love horror to death, but I'm so sick and tired of every company. That's all they put out is like big box set releases of horror films. It's like nobody cares about the comedy. Nobody cares about like the cult comedy classic. It's like we'll get a standard Blu-ray of it, and that's it. It's the era of the comedy special editions, 4Ks, loads of special features. If Dirty Work can get that level of treatment, guys, with like 9 new special features and a documentary, like anything can. Okay, anything can sell. People will get excited for this stuff. Okay, people will buy millions of copies of The Stupids on 4K with Tom Arnold. They just will. They will not. But I will. I'll be the one person that would. So that's the reason enough to put it out. And I think I could review it and maybe influence 3 people to also buy it. 189 likes. Yeah, we're close. 285 people watching. We're 164 likes. Can we get to 200? Can we get to 200? I got something to give away if we get to 200. I've actually got a lot of physical media to give away, but I'm still figuring out how I want to do those giveaways. Best Buy in Canada has a center cap that sells. Oh, okay, cool that y'all still got it in Canada. Cool that y'all still got at least something. Yeah, Dumb and Dumber, man. I feel like freaking Shout will get Dumb and Dumber though, and it'll be a bare bones release with nothing on it. Like I just don't see Arrow Video doing Dumb and Dumber. I don't see. I would love it if they did. I just don't see them doing it. Like I feel like Kino might get that one. I feel like Shout Factory might get that one, but I don't see Arrow doing it. I don't see them doing it. But I would love it if they did. I would love it if they did all those comedies. You know. Yeah, there's a lot of great stuff coming. A lot of great stuff coming. This year's shaping up to be pretty damn good. Yeah, I would love Eraser. I would love Eraser. I would love Eraser. I would love Eraser. How many times I need to say that? If Arrow's watching this, please license Airborne from WB and pack it with special features and new commentaries. Thank you. Yeah, for sure. We need all these. We need all these classics. Like these are the movies that people really want. Okay, these are the movies people really want. So put them out. You know. I mean, the mainstream releases are nice and all, but it's like people want these like cult classics. They want them. We need Airheads too. Speaking of Airs, Air Bud. We need a special edition of that. Disney needs to put that out. Does Disney own that? Like Disney, if they would just get their heads out of their fucking asses, okay? They got so many awesome like childhood nostalgia classics that I feel like a specific audience that is between the age of 35 and 45, the audience that buys this shit, right now, would just go nuts for. Like, they would just go nuts for. Blank Check, like, they can do all kinds of really awesome, like, box sets. Don't get out the freaking steel books, okay? Like, you can do steel books for some stuff, but steel books are not the end all be all, okay? It's about a nice slipcover, a chunky box, you know? Disney could do that for, like, Blank Check, a nice, like, big box set edition, 4K edition, the Mighty Ducks 4K box sets. Are you kidding me? Like, what else could they do? What else could they there's so many. I can't think of everything off the top of my head. Somebody let me know in the chat. Let me know some of the Disney classics you would like to see, come out. I still want Dunstan Checks In from Vinegar Syndrome. I know that's not Disney, but we need it. We need it. Uh, oh, do I have a I feel like I'm very, I feel like I'm very nasally and annoying, but maybe it's just because that's what my wife tells me all the time. No, I'm just joking. Where's Armageddon for? Yeah, exactly. Where the is Armageddon? That would seal the deal. Look, if they did Armageddon, it'd be a close tie, between Arrow and Criterion, you know. Oh, actually, they would need the 1-2 punch of Armageddon and The Rock on 4K, and they would both need to be like really cool digipacks. Like, you open up the Criterion digipack of Armageddon, and it's the Earth with the asteroid. Like, they could do so many cool things with it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm excited to watch that one. Dante's Peak is supposed to come out in September. Like, it's listed in September to come out. I don't know if it's actually going to happen. I haven't seen anything official, but they like changed the release date to sometime in September, so it's coming at some point, I think. Okay, so Frank confirmed that. I saw they did another podcast episode, but I didn't watch it yet. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I'm excited then. No, they haven't put that out yet, Juan. End of Days doesn't come out until October. All right, guys, I'm way behind. Thank you all for being here, though. I didn't watch Perpetrator yet. I do have Perpetrator. Yeah, it's a money maker, but they're leaving money on the table by only doing 4,000 steelbook sets when they could have done 10,000 and sold them easily. What are they thinking? No, I didn't get Better Off Dead, so I can't tell you about that one, and I haven't heard anybody had issues. Yeah, I know it's probably one I probably don't need. I mean, I got the Blu-ray. I remember buying the Blu-ray back in the day at Best Buy for it was like $17 or something. It wasn't too much, but I don't know. Part of me just wanted a cool like box set of it, you know. I think it had new features and stuff too. Surf Ninjas, I'll take it from Arrow. I'll take it from Arrow. Yeah, it's a little puzzling why they didn't at least do an eight film collection. You know, you could do a 10 film collection with all of them, but I mean, Spiral and Saw X, they had steel books too. I mean, but I think like the 8, I mean, you might as well do 10, right? If you're going to do them all. A 10 film steelbook collection, Lionsgate limited exclusive. Who knows what they would charge for that? It would be at least $200, I think, maybe more than that. But it'd be pretty cool, and I think a lot of people would get it. I mean, they did that big ass bear trap set from BioVision Imprint. Who did that? Was it BioVision or Imprint that did that? That was all fucked up and broken everywhere. Excuse me for cussing. I try not to use the F bomb at least. But yeah, I think it was all broken and crap. That was a whole big issue back in like 2022. I think people were making videos, making fun of it. It was a good time. Talk about Obscure. The 13th floor would be a good 4K for Vinegar Syndrome to tackle. Didn't Umbrella put that out on one of their box sets recently? Oh my goodness, we got another super chat from Brent Madison, $4.99. Ken, did you pick up some $5 out of print Shout Factory discs from Hamilton Book this week, like Gate 2 and After Midnight? What? I did not see this, Brent. Why didn't you message me, Brent? You're supposed to message me right away when you see this stuff. I would have 100% got the Gate 2 for $5. Are you kidding me? Now I feel like I got to get on. I'll get on here later. Damn it. I can't shop while I'm live. Damn it, Brent. Yeah, for sure I would have got that. For sure. Thank you for letting me know though now, I guess. Let me give you a little super chat. You know what I think about you telling me just now instead of messaging me?
It stinks! Someplace stinks!
Stinks. Oh, dude, stinks. Yeah, I need to get on there and check that out. The Gate and After Midnights? Damn it. Because I'm like trying to collect some of those older Scream Factory titles right now. So that would have been right up my alley. But thank you for letting me know. Amazon shipped the Blaxploitation Volume 2 on time, surprisingly, but it was in an envelope. Oh my God. Jeez. I've been having the best luck with Amazon, I guess, because everything they've been sending me has been in a box. Like I rarely get an envelope. Rarely get an envelope. And it's been in good condition. You know, I get stuff like what did I just order from and I don't really blame this on Diabolic. No, I guess these are in good condition. It's kind of just the way that Kino puts his stuff. I feel like my Happy Gilmore was kind of dented, but I'm not seeing it. But I feel like some of the like Diabolic and Orbit, sometimes I'll get stuff that's not in bad condition by any means, but I feel like sometimes Amazon will send me stuff that's in better condition than those websites, which is really kind of strange. But that sucks. That really sucks. They suck for doing that. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. Antonis, $5. Thank you so much. When will we get the trailer for Thanksgiving 2 and marketing? When's Thanksgiving 2 supposed to come out? Is it this year? When did the first one come out? Was that 2022 or 2023? Thanksgiving 2, IMDb. Yeah, I have no idea. Well, I'm seeing a trailer up on YouTube, but it might be a fake trailer. Yeah, I think it was supposed to come out this year. Yeah, it's set for release in 2025, and you would assume it's going to come out around Thanksgiving. Yeah, I'm not sure, man. I wish I had a better answer for you, but I'm not really sure. You know, I would think that within at least the next month or so, to build up that promotion from now until the release. But I mean, it's not unheard of for movies to have trailers come out like a month or 2 months in advance of the film's release. So if it comes out in November, you could be seeing the first trailer at the end of September, which is still like a month and a half away. So, but I mean, the last I seen it, it's supposed to come out in 2025. So thank you so much for the super chat. Let me give you a little super clip. The Mac and Me clip never gets old. It never does. Yeah, I saw that PS5 going up in price tomorrow. I do have a PS5. I got it for my son on Christmas, but the bad thing is I got him the digital version because I knew he wouldn't care. And now that there's some games coming out that I may want, like Halloween and Hellraiser, I'm kind of like, it's biting me in the ass because like I don't want to get those digitally. I want to own like physical copies of those. But he has the Xbox One, or he has the Xbox Series X. Is that what it's called? So, and that's a disc version. So maybe I'll get them on that if they're available. But yeah, I did see that. I did see that, guys. We're gonna have to dive into this Best Buy news pretty soon. But Yeah, Touchstone did a lot of the Ernest films, so yeah. Yeah, but maybe they'll pull their heads out of their asses at some point, maybe, possible. What's up, Zach? How you doing? What's going on, Aaron? No word on Fight Club. No word on Fight Club, but that would also be Disney putting that one out. I would assume that maybe the beginning of 2026, maybe like a January release of that. Steelbook, probably. I could see it. Yeah, that just completely fell off the face of the earth. So, I don't know. What's going on, Hug Man? How you doing, buddy? How many people? There's 275 people in the chat right now. There's 191 likes. I need 200. Yeah, screw Ace Ventura. All right. I love the movie, but screw that release from Shout Factory. Screw it. Nah, he was talking about the Netflix original one with Samara Weaving. Well, it wasn't taken out. Okay, here's the deal. So, well, go check out my review. How about that? I kind of explained it on there, but basically, the theatrical cut did not have the dolphin trainer scene. They added the dolphin trainer scene on the VHS release as additional footage or as an extended version of the film on VHS. So, I don't know. I don't think I saw the movie in the theaters. The bulk of the times I watched that movie though were on VHS. So I just always knew the movie with that scene. And now I watched it on 4K without it. Um, that wasn't my experience, Wayne. I didn't really see too many people criticizing the 4K either, so I don't know. I thought it looked good. I thought the colors looked good. I thought, the stadium, football stadium and stuff looked good. Everything looked good. So I had no issues with the picture quality at all. Well, I mean, liking Howard the Duck is having refined taste, Michelle. It is. That is a prestige film from the 80s, 1986, and that's one of the best 4Ks that's ever come out. I would buy it in a heartbeat. Okay, okay, he was in it, okay. I don't know if we need Norbit 4K. I would take the Nutty Professor on 4K though. I'll take that, but the problem is Shout Factory would do it because they did the Blu-rays. Yeah, I mean, I'll take all the 80s comedies too. I mean, I've gotten more like personal nostalgia just because I grew up in the 90s for the 90s comedies, 2000s comedies, but like there's a lot of 80s comedies I love too, of course. Um, but I mean, I want the jerk. Like I need like a 4K box set of the jerk. Like somebody do that like immediately, like a Arrow video sets. I don't care, but I would love it if they did a new like 4K of the jerk. I didn't go see it. I didn't go see it. I just didn't have time. I just didn't have time. And now if I can make it out to the theaters, I want to see the new Hell House movie. Like that's that's what I really want to go see. Eddie Murphy Raw and Delirious. Yeah, I mean they did the Richard Pryor stand-up special, so I would think that they could do that one. Uh for sure, Aaron, for sure. Yeah, Cool Running. There's one. There's a good one. George of the Jungle. That was Disney, right? There's other ones I'm blanking on. Blank Check always comes to mind. Oh, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Honey, I Blew Up the Kids. Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves. Like, come on. Yeah, The Rock on 4K is a must. Where's the 4K steelbook of that? Splash for sure. Ruthless People. They don't even have Blu-rays. I watched Ruthless People for the first time this year because I got the bootleg Blu-ray that somebody sent me like years ago. And I watched Down and Out in Beverly Hills for the first time too. Both really fun movies. I enjoyed them. But yeah, we need Blu-rays of both of those. But Splash for sure, like that's a classic. Like we need a 4K of that. I mean, I would buy a 4K steelbook of that for sure. Weekend at Bernie's, yeah, that would make a great Vinegar Syndrome. I'm excited for it, but it doesn't come out till October. Not sure it was mentioned, but in the latest episode of Shellface, it was mentioned that they might be doing Dolby Atmos for Dante's Peak from Kino Lorber, which sounds awesome. That would be the first time ever that they've done it. Is that the reason they delayed it to add that in? That would be the first time. And if they like went back and did that for Daylight, I might rebuy it. Even though I don't have that sound upgrade. But like just for the future when I because I do plan to get Dolby Atmos at some point. But yeah, they definitely need to for Dante's Peak. Damn, that talk about a stunning disaster set piece. Like that movie has one of the best. One of the best. Antonis, thank you so much, man. Another $5 super chat. Will the Halloween game have a story mode and go through the first movie as Michael Myers? That's what I've heard. I've heard that it's supposed to follow the events of the first movie. So I mean, I wish it would at least follow the events of the first movie and the second movie, because that would make for more interesting locations. Like the first half in the town, and then or in Haddonfield. Well, I mean, it's all in Haddonfield, but the first part in the neighborhood and second part in the hospital. You know, like, there could be some good stuff in there. I don't know. I'm excited though. I'm excited for that, regardless of what they do. What's going on, Mel? How are you doing? To my knowledge, no, they do not. Let's see. I most of the time get a box from Amazon when it has multiple movies, but today I received 2 packages where one of the 4Ks was sent in an envelope and the other 4 in a box. I don't understand them. Yeah, they're wild over there. They don't even pay attention. They're just like throwing piece orders together, probably, and just like separating everything. Oh, can I, David? I might do that then. I might do that. I'm very dumb when it comes to the new console. So yeah, I may thank you for letting me know. I might just do that. Cause I thought about buying like a whole new PS3 just to put down here in the basement, so I wouldn't have to take his. But he beat all the Spider-Man games in like a week after I bought it for him for Christmas and has rarely played it since. So okay, yeah, I'll probably do that then. That would be a lot cheaper than me spending $550 for a disc drive PS5. They're doing a double pack. I don't think it's going to be a new transfer. And that double pack hasn't even been announced yet. So I don't know if it's actually going to happen or not. But Warner Bros. Was supposedly doing it. Under Siege was? Did Kino Lorber announce that? I think it would. I mean, I watched the Blu-ray not too long ago. I actually did a video on that, and I could see where they could improve greatly on that movie in 4K. And it's done. Like you can see clips of it there's a trailer on YouTube. I think what it was Deaf Crocodile. Who was it that did it? I think it was Deaf Crocodile that did the restoration. And Agfa that did something with it. I don't know. It was Deaf Crocodile and Agfa. I did this video on it, but I just can't remember. And I want to say Shout still has the rights to it, and I don't know why they haven't put it out yet. I mean, next year will be the 50th anniversary, so maybe next year they'll put it out. Maybe that's just what they're waiting on. I don't know. Yeah, Caddyshack 100%. Where's that? Where's the 4K of that? I mean, that's Warner Brothers. I would assume Warner Bros. Would probably just do that themselves rather than license it. Last Boy Scout, yeah. Supposedly they were doing Planet of the Apes. Oh, sweet, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'll get it at some point just for you, buddy. Oh, did I finally catch up? Westworld 1973 needs a 4K. I think I caught up. Or maybe I just skipped a bunch of stuff. I apologize if I did. I'm trying not to skip everybody. But I got all right, let's talk about Best Buy, guys. Let's talk about Best Buy. What's up, Mill's house? I saw Jurassic World's Rebirth with Mill's house. Right? We saw Jurassic World Rebirth. Yeah, because this is my brother-in-law's friend, and, yeah, he had to suffer through that garbage with me. But did you see Weapons? Did you didn't enjoy it? It was I mean, there was funny moments when that I don't wanna spoil anything, but, like, the drug dealer or the druggy kid, like, when he was talking about what happens, it was hilarious. So there was some definitely, like, laugh out loud moments in that movie. Alright, I'm gonna pull up the Best Buy website. I'm just gonna show this, okay? We're just gonna rip the Band-Aid off. Alright? Oh, shoot, can y'all not see it? What is going on? Alright, here we go. Can be skipping. Oh, he's still in here. Don't lie, you love Jurassic Park. No, I said as soon as you walked out of that theater, that movie sucked and it was like the worst one. So I was consistent with my thoughts, even though I was only like a month ago. Um, anyway, so we're on the Best Buy website. All right. There is physical media on the Best Buy website for sale. What does that mean? It means Best Buy selling physical media again. That's what it means, right? To the average person, to the normal person, that's what it means. You're typing in a movie, it comes up on Best Buy. All right. Best Buy selling physical media again. To most people that see this. Now, I do want to be clear. I do understand that it's like a third party marketplace thing. It's just like Amazon, it has third party people that sell their stuff on there. I'm pretty sure Groove is selling stuff on Best Buy. It's just like Amazon. It's just like what's the other website? Walmart's has a marketplace as well. It's the same thing. So Best Buy themselves is not invested in selling physical media. They just opened up a marketplace to allow other people to sell physical media on their website. So that is what is going on here. So you're not going to see Best Buy putting 4Ks and Blu-rays in stores. You're not going to see Best Buy exclusive steelbooks for now. But I kind of wonder because Best Buy has to know what's going on, right, on their website. So if this stuff starts to take off and there's a lot of traffic here for physical media, I think that could send a message that says, well, maybe we should dip our toes back into this. I think it could lead to that. Why couldn't it? You know? So to just kind of write this off, and that's kind of what a lot of people are doing. And that's what I saw in my comments section when I posted this last night and say, oh, it's just third party sellers. This isn't a big deal. This is nothing to even talk about. Why are we even talking about this? This is stupid. I think it's kind of short sighted a little bit. Um, I think it's possible at some point in the future that Best Buy could be like, you know what, we want to get back into it too. But I mean, I understand this is not like the full fledged return to physical media for Best Buy, but it's on their website and they allow people now to sell physical media on their website to give them a platform to sell their product. So I don't know. I don't know. I think there's a chance. Like, and I said that at the beginning of the year that I think if anything, like Best Buy could get back into the exclusive game at least, and maybe do like 5 or 6 exclusives or something like that, and maybe just keep a very small amount of physical media in stores, sell a couple of the mainstream releases. It'll probably never be like it was. Um, but I've also seen a lot of people saying, you know what, screw Best Buy. And even if they have physical media again, I'm not going there to buy it. But all that it'll take is a cool exclusive that they put out for people to jump back into Best Buy again and buy from them. But yeah, so I understand that right now this is really like, kind of nothing. It's just people selling shit on Best Buy's website. I get that, but it's still it's kind of funny. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to talk about the evolving story of Best Buy and physical media. It's been a while since I've discussed Best Buy. It was probably that video that I put out since I've actually talked about them. But they're on here, guys. I mean, this is physical media. They're selling freaking Puppet Master, The Littlest Reich for 27.87. Who is that that's selling that? I bought that movie for $8 at Walmart. Um, I have a very specific memory. I have very specific memories, guys, of buying physical media. I remember buying this like the nights before the pandemic, or maybe it was the night everybody was freaking out and like going and buying tons of toilet paper. I went to Walmart and I was like buying a bunch of canned goods and stuff like that. And I think I don't know. I might not have got toilet paper because I think they were out. Um, and I remember because like even in a crisis, guys, we got a shot for physical media. I remember going over to the Blu-ray section and I saw the Littlest Reich for $8 and I picked it up. So and I remember picking it up like with a whole cart full of groceries that I was trying to stock up on. Anyway, this is $28 and this is being shipped by Pop Markets. So when I click on Pop Markets, they say that they sell fun. We sell fun. Pop Market is your official destination for all things pop culture. Shop a wide selection of vinyl records, collectibles, figurines, vinyl records, board games, video games, electronics, and a trend including turntables, headphones, video game consoles, and home arcades. Your collection is never complete. Isn't that the truth? Pop Market knows what's up. Your collection is never complete. They know me. They really do. I might have to order from them just because of that. So yeah, there you have it, guys. What do you all think? What do you guys think about Halloween 4 on 4K being $37.30 on Best Buy? Sold by who is this? Who's on Pop Market? This one's Pop Market too. Pop Market's a bunch of scammers. What are they doing over there? All right. I did have an article also. Let me pull that up real quick. Let me know your thoughts in the chat, guys. If you have any thoughts. Somebody said they could kiss Arrow. I feel the same way. Yeah, this is an article. And there was other stuff too. I just couldn't find it before I went live. Best Buy abandons tech-only approach with new marketplace brings back Blu-ray. So, I mean, even they said that they were bringing back Blu-ray. I mean, technically, they're bringing back Blu-ray to their website. Technically, they are. Doesn't really matter the means in which they're doing it. They're on there, right? So you know, that's kind of a big deal, I think. Best Buy announced that it's launching a new digital marketplace powered by its own inventory and third-party sellers. The expansion will allow the company to take on more products from different brands, where the brick-and-mortar storefronts might struggle to offload them. The company notes that Best Buy Marketplace will bring in hundreds of new brands, citing categories like seasonal, decor, office and home, and automotive tech. The marketplace will even offer a Fanatics fan shop for collectibles and other licensed merchandise. Perhaps one of the more strange additions will be musical instruments. Okay. According to Best Buy, this shakeup also means physical movies are making a comeback. That will include the return of Blu-ray, DVD, and 4K Steelbook. The storefront stopped selling physical movie media in 2024 due to growing reliance on streaming. Really, that was the reason? It appears customers have convinced the seller to bring them back to stores, though they may only be available online and not in store. According to Best Buy, the move will better serve customers looking to build tech setups by suggesting accessories and products that might work well together. The marketplace may also make it easier for users to find items and return them if they're not what they're looking for. So, what I'm wondering is, will there be stuff that, ends up in stores from the websites? Is that a possibility? Will there be stuff that's on the website that somehow makes it to a store? Are they gonna do pre-orders and allow you to pick up stuff in stores? Um, is there gonna be stuff that are they gonna eventually, like, set up little marketplace spots in the store to shop? I don't know how this stuff works, guys. I don't know. I think it's cool to talk about potentially Best Buy getting back. What's next, guys? Targets? I mean, Target sells stuff online. They still sell physical media online. They just don't have it in stores. You know, I do. When all this happened, like initially, I did kind of understand, I guess, okay, you're going to give it up in stores or whatever, but why wouldn't you still sell it online? Like online, the online market for physical media is huge. Like, why wouldn't you at least still keep the online market? So I didn't understand that. So even if they don't get back into physical media in stores, I could still see them doing it themselves online at least at some point, and maybe having some exclusives there, maybe potentially. Who knows? Mark, man, $20 super chat. Thank you so much, man. Hey Ken, I hope you're doing well, brother. I appreciate that, Mark. Thank you. I appreciate all of y'all tonight coming through with the super chats. I had to pay like I think $90 to get all that flea that flea stuff tonight for my dog. So that it definitely helps. It definitely helps. I appreciate it. Let's see, Mark. Let me give you a banger clip. Something I haven't showed off in a while. What could that be?
That's VegaClean. We got a customer down here with a full-on fallopian fungus. She's baking a loaf of bread, and I think it's sourdough.
Where the hell is my Me, Myself, and Irene 4K? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to freaking know. All right, let's go back up to the top, see if y'all got anything else to say, and then I'm going to show off some of my recent pickups that are not movies. I'm going to show them off anyway. All right. Oh, for sure, man. I hear you. I hear you. Since you were 4, damn. Damn. That means you're definitely younger than me then. Definitely. Rise of the Machines. Oh, that was 3, right? Well, Seagal's fatback will be happy about that. He will. Oh, I see, guys. Look, we are at over 200. What do I have to give away? I actually don't have much, but I did get The Conjuring today, and from Warner Brothers. So I'm excited to watch this. This will probably be well, it's not gonna be my next review because I still got to review 40-Year-Old Virgin and Sleepaway Camp and Good, the Bad, the Ugly. I got that in as well. I'll be honest, so like over the weekend, I went to the theaters and my wife and I were actually out all day Saturday. I just didn't have a lot of time, and that movie's like 3 hours, and I wanted to be able to just lock in and watch it without any interruptions. I just didn't get that opportunity over the weekend, so I'm gonna try to watch it this weekend. But then on top of that, I got all the features to watch too. So that review may not come out for like a week or so, but I'll get to it for sure. All right, we got now keep in mind this doesn't release until what's today's date? The 20th, 19th. This doesn't release till August the 26th. I don't think the code will be able to be redeemed until August the 26th. But there it is. So that means if it doesn't, I mean, you can try it, but if it doesn't redeem tonight, you guys are going to have to wait till midnight on release date and see who the first one to type this code in is. I guess that is what that means. But try it. Maybe it works now. I don't know. Let me know. Somebody let me know. Whoever gets it, let me know in the comments section. Yeah, Target is still selling online. Target is still selling online. Oh, you have a Best Buy credit card, huh? Guys, we still have 248 people in here. Thank y'all for being here. Exactly. Why the hell would anyone not like another store that sells physical media? It's a good thing. I mean, this is more physical media out there. Like, it's more options. When people are looking up shit online, it's more places, makes it seem more important and plentiful. Mainstream, screw streaming. People are turning on streaming. They're turning on it. They're done with it. Physical media is coming back. Okay. We weathered the storm long enough. It's time for the comeback. The Great Awakening is what some are calling it. I'm not calling it that yet, but some are calling it that. Let's see. Target been selling movies. They never stopped. Yeah, they've always sold them. Good night, Adrian. It's not Son of Mask. They wouldn't even bother teasing if it was Son of Mask. Pop Market is cheaper through eBay with more discounts. Yeah, I didn't see Groove on there. Oh, I'm so excited. I forgot about that one. I'm excited for this. That's another one I'm going to have to wait for November to get. Damn it. I might grab that when it comes out just because like if I wait till November, like I can't get like 8 new Criterion titles in November. You kidding me? I think it'll come because they're doing 1 through 3. I think 4 is only a matter of time. You got great deals from Pod Market. I'm okay with Best Buy doing this. It is what it is. It's a good thing overall. More options for people. Yep, absolutely, absolutely. Best Buy is hoping you're buying with their card $100 4K player, so throw in a $30. I mean, it makes sense. You know, you're gonna buy a 4K player, buy some movies. I just don't understand why they got out of it. We got a Labradoodle. Labradoodle. Yeah. Name is Tucker. I got him. We got him 3 years ago, 2022. No, probably not. I mean, I might watch it on streaming at some point. Yep. They were the king. And now they ain't shit. What's up, Dom? Oh, did somebody get the code? Was there for real a Canon the Conjuring code? Oh, you got it, MF? Awesome. Yeah, I know. I sent somebody the accountant code or something. I forget what code it was, and they said it didn't work until the actual release date. Hell yeah, there was a Ken in that code. They knew they were sending us to. Shit. Shit. We got no bad movie in here. It definitely won't work. A friend of mine sent me the digital code for high tension. It didn't work because it hadn't been officially. Well, somebody said it worked, Mayor. Somebody's watching it right now. I don't know. Maybe it's certain studios. Maybe Warner Bros. Works fine. I mean, they're both new releases. So, or which ones? Until Dawn is that the new movie? It'll look good on 4K just because it's new, and Superman will look good on 4K because it's new. Unless you're talking about the old ones. Yeah, man, I miss those days. I would go into Best Buy and scoop up all kinds of stuff, on Black Friday. I mean, we can still do it in Amazon. And Groove has a lot of great deals on 4Ks all year long. You can get 4Ks for $10 right now. But there's just something about going in stores. And I remember getting like steel books, like Lionsgate steel books for like $10. Like I remember getting The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, Spiral, like stuff like that, $10 for those steel books. It was a cool time. It was a cool time. I mean, I didn't get to take advantage of Best Buy like during the early like the 2000s and the early 2010s. Like I just wasn't buying physical media like that back then. But from 2016 to 2023, because my last ever Best Buy trip is 2023, I was in there like every week. And I shot so many videos in there. There's so many memories. I've got so many memories in there documented on video on the channel. And I miss it. I do. I miss it. I would love for it to come back. But I would love for just like in-store media to come back in a big way, even like it was 8 years ago. Because I love like that was my passion. Like that's what got me into this stuff. Like being able to go into the stores and look at this stuff and get to see it like on the shelf. Like that's what got me into this. Buying online is cool and all and pre-ordering and stuff, but it takes the sometimes it just takes the fun out of it. Like, I just like going in the stores. Like, is it gonna be there? Like, how many copies are gonna be left? Like, is it gonna be in good? Like, it just, I don't know. There's just something about it. Something about actually going to the store, driving out there, walking in, checking the shelves, being excited when the release you wanted was there. I don't know. I miss it. I didn't. I cannot justify that $45 steelbook. It's I'm so conflicted right now with the Halloween steelbooks because I want those too, but damn it, like why do they have to be so much? Like what are they doing? I can't do it. I love that steelbook, but also like it's Prince of Darkness and the Drag Me to Hell steelbook still in stock, the Blob steelbook still in stock. Prince of Darkness is a really good Carpenter flick. It is not one of his most popular flicks. I don't see that steelbook selling out. I could see that steelbook going for 20 bucks or 23 bucks at some point on Amazon, like they'll lower the price. So I'm gonna wait. Halloween, I'm not so sure how long those will be in stock. So like I kind of have to decide whether or not I want those or not pretty soon. But Prince of Darkness is a great steelbook, and I don't have that movie on 4K. I've got the Blu-ray still. I never upgraded it to 4K. So definitely want the steelbook's great. I love the artwork on it. But like the Escape from New York steelbook is still in stock. That was like 23 bucks on Amazon a couple of years ago. And that's a way more popular John Carpenter movie than Prince of Darkness. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and I miss the City era. I remember going to Circuit City though and buying PS1 games. I remember getting Final Fantasy 9 from there when I was a kid. And so I do have memories with Circuit City, but I wasn't buying movies there. I've got memories buying movies at Suncoast Video when I was a teenager going to the mall. That's where I got the Nightmare on Elm Street DVD set. But like there was just a large period of time, like from probably 2002, 2001 when I started buying DVDs up to 2015, where I was just buying stuff that I saw in Myers, Target, and Walmart, and I would get some stuff on Amazon. Um, Best Buy wasn't even on my radar. They weren't even on my radar at that point in time. I was just buying whatever I could find there. Um, they did. I mean, last year they had some Scream Factory titles in stock, and they were starting to do some of the boutique stuff, but then they quickly got out of it. So I don't know exactly what happened there with that. Prince of Darkness is really good. I'm not commenting on the quality of the film. I just don't think it's as popular um, as some of the other Carpenter flicks. So I think it'll still be in stock. What's going on, Larry? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, you're right. You're right. But I'm not going to play that game with Prince of Darkness. I'll wait for the price drop. That's such a nice steelbook. Unfortunately, I got the regular 4K, and the movie's not great. So I don't want to double dip for that one. But if I didn't already have it, like the Drag Me to Hell 4K steelbook, I actually maybe will get at some point because I don't have that 4K yet. I didn't pick it up, and I feel like there were some new features on that 4K too. So maybe I'll get it. Um, yeah, that's awesome. How long did Circuit City sell physical media in stores? I mean, I probably bought Final Fantasy 9 from them in like 98, 99, whenever that game came out. I can't remember. Oh, damn, man. That sucks. That sucks. All right, let me show off some of I got some games. So I've been doing something pretty bad, and most of you guys are gonna be like, "Oh my god, Ken, really? You already collect movies and spend enough money on movies." I've kind of gotten sucked into the world of retro video game collecting. I've been watching a ton of videos online, definitely look for my new YouTube channel, Mid-Level Gaming. It's going to be starting up sometime in 2026. I'm kind of joking, but also I'm kind of not. Um, I mean, I've been kind of collecting for my PS3 on and off for like the past couple of years. I've been also collecting for the original Xbox. So, and I collect for those because they're fairly cheap. Like if I want to try to collect Nintendo games or Super Nintendo games, I'm going to be paying like 50 to 60 bucks, but a lot of the PS3 stuff and Xbox stuff, Xbox 360, I've got like a very large Xbox 360 collection. That was like my main that was my main system that I played back in like the 2000s and 2010. So I've got pretty much everything that I want for that system. But PS3, I missed out on a lot of stuff because I was playing the 360 mostly, other than some of the exclusives. And the original Xbox, I was way late to the party on that. I got that, I think, for Halo and Halo 2. I think I got it when Halo 2 came out and Fable. And I love those games. And then I played Knights of the Republic. I maybe had like 10 games on that. So I'm kind of going back and trying to collect some of the like big heavy hitters for that system. And I have hooked up my original Xbox and I have played some of these games as well as I have my PS3 too. But I got all these I found in a peddler's mall, in a game exchange, and also GameStop. Like GameStop has a nice little retro section as well. And I think I got all, what did I get? 9 titles, 7 PS3 titles, and I got 2 original Xbox titles for 9 bucks. Not 9 bucks. I got 9 titles in total, and I got all these for I think $65 or somewhere around there. So 9 games for 65 bucks, which is not too bad. But for some reason I had this back in the day, but I don't have it now, and I'm not exactly sure why. But I had to get God of War 3 back in the collection because I've got 1 and 2 in the double pack, like the collection of 1 and 2 on PS3. So I had to get 3, and I have not played the new God of War games because I just haven't been gaming like in the past 10 years. So I got all the new stuff, PS4, PS5, Xbox One era stuff. Like I haven't played a lot of that stuff. But this was my era, and I did play God of War 3 back in the day. The game freaking blew my mind. I love the God of War games. I played the 2 PSP games too because they ported those to PS3. And but I don't have that collection right now. I don't have that collection either. So I don't know what, I guess I sold some of these at some point, but I got, this is in really good condition too. But this was like $5 at GameStop. So I went ahead and got God of War 3 back in the collection because this, like God of War 1 and 2 were great, but this one was like next level, like with the graphics and stuff. So I love God of War 3 and I had to get that one back in the collection. And this next game, I played the first one in this series back in on Xbox 360, but I never played the sequel, Metro Last Light. And this was a really cool series. And one of the unique things this game did, I think, was they used like bullets for currency or something like that. I think it was like that. Yeah, you trade in bullets to like upgrade stuff and purchase things. But I played the first one. I never played the second one, but it was a cool like underground, like it was like the apocalypse had happened on lands. Is that what you say? Above grounds. Like it was basically like an apocalyptic scenario, like Fallout. And underneath like the subway systems, like you were traveling and fighting these creatures and stuff. But it was a really, really cool series. And I think this one, I think I got this one at I think I got it at Game Exchange, maybe, but it wasn't too much. It was like 6 or 7 bucks or something like that. Next up, I got The Blob 2. I never had PlayStation Move. I had Connect back in the day. I did have Connect. I remember playing Connect Adventures and also Fruit Ninja. I remember playing Fruit Ninja like on my Connect in the living room. But PlayStation Move I never got, and I'm sure you can play this without PlayStation Move. I got the first The Blob on Wii, and it was a pretty fun game, but I never played the second one. So I went and grabbed the second one on PS3. And I don't care to have it on different consoles. I don't know if this ever came out on Wii or not, but yeah, The Blob 2 on PS3, went ahead and grabbed that one. I think this one was also cheap at like $6 or something. None of these were too much. Then I got this game. This one was like $4, I think. Mind Jack, and it looked kind of interesting. I actually put this one in the PS3 last Friday just to see if it would play okay because it had some scratches on the disc that I was a little concerned about. But you like hack people's minds or something. I couldn't tell if it was like supposed to be a shooter. I mean, on the back it kind of indicates that it's a shooter, but you kind of get inside people's heads. Like that was the training sequence at the beginning. So, but it was pretty cheap, and I was like, "Oh, I never heard of this game, and it's worth getting for $4, right?" So yeah, Mind Jack. Then I got White Knight Chronicles. This is an RPG. I mean, I used to love RPGs back in the day. I mean, they're kind of out of the realm of possibility for me now. I just don't feel like I have the time to even play like a 6-hour game, much less like a 70-hour game. But I don't know. At some point, maybe I'll have some time to jump into this one. I know there's a sequel too, but yeah, I just wanted some more RPGs, I guess, for the PS3. So I picked this one up, and this one was pretty cheap too. I think it was like $8 to get this one. But a lot of these had like the manuals in them and stuff like that. So they still got the manuals. The discs were in good condition. I think I got this one game at Game Exchange. Next up, these were the two I got at the Peddler's Mall. I think this game was only $4 too, Fracture. And I remember playing a demo of this on Xbox 360 back in the day, and you like basically shape the lands. What do they call it? Terraforming, I think is what it was called. But you like control like the shape of the land and stuff like that. Like you can create hills and like um holes in the ground and stuff like that. And it's some kind of like third person action adventure shooter. But I was like, for $4, it's like a LucasArts film as well. So yeah, I figured I would pick this one up for $4. Why not? Why not? This one I actually played for like an hour and a half. I think I got this a couple of weeks ago. Because I got all these over the past couple of weeks. The Evil Within. And this is like a survival horror type game, like a Resident Evil or a Silent Hill. And I remember when this came out, a lot of people said it was really great, and I did not get it because it was at the tail end of like my gaming era, like 2013, 2014. So I missed out on this one, but I always wanted to play it. So I got this one, I popped it in, played it for about an hour, and it's really cool. It's definitely really gruesome and brutal with some of the gore and stuff. But it was kind of creepy. I kind of played it with the lights out and stuff in here. And I could definitely see myself playing this one through to completion. The game that I'm playing right now on PS3 is Call of Juarez, and I'm almost finished with that. Bound in Blood. It's a Western game, and it is actually really good. It's a game I didn't play back in the day. But I know there's a sequel to this one too. And the weird thing about this one, I looked this one up. It's on PS4 and Xbox One, so I'm sure it's like a better version with better graphics. But again, I'm collecting for the PS3. I'm like, I'll just get it on PS3. It doesn't matter. And so yeah, got Evil Within. And I think this one, yeah, also had the manual inside, which is pretty cool. And this one's got I think this one's got reversible artwork too. Look at that. Reversible artwork for a video game. I remember my first like experience with a slipcover, I feel like was with a video game. It might have been for a DVD. But I remember when Halo, the anniversary edition came out for 360, it had a slipcover on it. And then BioShock, I think, had a slipcover too. But Evil Within, I think, was like it was like $6 or $7 or something like that. Now, the two Xbox games that I got, the original Xbox games, these were the most expensive of the bunch. And I think the Xbox games are starting to go up in price a little bit. But I got Hunter the Reckoning. This one seemed pretty cool. And I was looking at videos of it online. It kind of looked like Dead Rising or something. But I think it's like a 4-person co-op game, almost like a gauntlet or something where you're just like going through like a foursome, just taking out enemies and stuff. So it seemed pretty cool. And this one also had the manual inside. It had the disc and everything in it as well. So, but yeah, this one, I don't know if anybody played this one back in the day. Let me know in the comment section. I still got 240 people in here watching me out for freaking show off video games. This is a movie channel, guys. But yeah, this one seemed pretty cool. Oh, got one person in here that played it. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, this one was $10. I think this was the most expensive because I think the next one was just $8. But the next one I just had to get because I just had to get it. I got Terminator. And who knows, like, if these licensed games are ever, like, any good or not. I feel like sometimes with the licensed games, you never know, but sometimes they'll do some really awesome licensed games. And I never played this one, Terminator: Dawn of Fate, but I feel like it was an entirely, like, different story set in the Terminator universe. I feel like I remember when it came out. But it's got a switch to first person mode for precision targeting. So it's a third person action game, and you can switch to first person mode as well. But I mean, it's Terminator. I've got a ton. Like when because I was collecting Xbox games back in like 2016, 2017, I was going to Game Exchange all the time and taking advantage of their like buy two, get one free. And I was stocking up on tons of Xbox games for like $4 and $5, and then I would get one free. So I could go in there and get like 6 Xbox games for like $20 back then. And I remember getting like the Incredibles Xbox game. I got like Minority Report, I think, Xbox game. So I've got a lot of these licensed games. Who knows if they're any good or not, but I feel like I'll check them out at some point. But yeah, those are the games that I got. Did this one have a manual? Yeah, this one has a manual that's in pretty good shape. Apparently there was a Superman Xbox game too. So that's pretty cool. Maybe I'll have to hunt that one out. But yeah, could be pretty cool. Somebody let me know if this one's any good or not. Any good or not. But yeah, that's a good haul of games, games, guys. For $60, $65, somewhere around there. It wasn't too expensive. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to try to collect for PS3, original Xbox for a while till I get the stuff that I want, and then I'll move on to another system potentially. I'm thinking like the system I really want right now is a PS2. My PS2 broke in a move years ago. I think because I used to move around a lot. Like I think I had like 3 different apartments before I got my first house, and then I moved to a condo, and then I moved into my new house, and I haven't moved in like how long have we been here? 13 years. So I haven't moved in like 13 years. But one of my moves, I dropped the PS3, PS2 or something, and like the whole front like broke off of it. So I want my PS2 back. But because of that, I think I sold off all my PS2 games. I don't have any PS2 games. And there's definitely a lot of PS2 games from back in the day that I wanted to get and wanted to play, but I never did, that I would love to collect for now. I think my favorite game on PS2, it was either Final Fantasy 12. I played Final Fantasy 12 so much. I love the Final Fantasy series in general. And Rogue Galaxy came out like right at the tail end of the PS2 era. And Rogue Galaxy is such a great game. And I was looking up, like, it's an RPG. I was looking up how much that game goes for now, and I think it's like going for $60 to $70. And I remember buying that for like $15 at GameStop back in the day. So I'm kicking myself I don't still have it. Also, GTA 3, of course, I played a shit ton of, in Vice City. I don't know if I played San Andreas, though. I don't think I did. Battlefront 2. I was also addicted to pro wrestling games, SmackDown versus Raw 2006, and all those games. What's my Wi-Fi password? I'm not telling you that, Jim. I'm not telling you that. Let's see. Jim says, I didn't know you were a gamer. Well, that's because I haven't been for like the past 10 years. I was hardcore into video games from like 2005 to 2013. It's all I did. Um, I've got an Xbox 360 collection of like 120 games. I actually did a video on this channel like back in 2020, just showing off my entire Xbox collection. You can go check that out. It's still up. But I've got a lot of Xbox 360 games. My gamer score, I had like 115,000 gamer score. I would just grind out games, get achievements, move on to the next one. I remember at one point I was buying games from GameStop. You could do this back in the day. I don't know if you still can. I was returning them in 7 days because you could return them within 7 days. So I would buy them, beat them, return them, get another game, beat it, return it, get another game, beat it, return it. I would do that like 4 times, and then I would settle on the last one. But what sucks about that is there's a lot of great games I played that I don't own because of that. Um, but yeah, that was the PS3, Wii, because I played the Mario Galaxy games. I played a lot of stuff on the Wii, and I've got a lot of Wii games as well. The Wii, PS3, and 360 era, like that was my era. You know, I love the Uncharted games, Ratchet and Clank, Little Big Planet. My wife and I used to play Little Big Planet all the time. Resistance, Killzone. I didn't play the PS3 as much as the 360, but I played it a good deal. Heavy Rain was a great game. Trying to think. Basically just like the franchise, because if it was a third party game, I would always buy it on 360 because I wanted the achievements. I didn't care about trophies as much. So if it was a exclusive, like the Infamous games, Infamous 1 and 2 are freaking awesome. I love those games. But if it was exclusive, I bought it on PS3, and those are the ones that I played on PS3. But there's a lot of stuff that came out during that time that I just couldn't get to because I didn't have the money. So, like, I'm trying to go back and get them now for a little bit cheaper. Let's see. What does everybody think of the games? And then we'll get the heck out of here. I was not a Columbia House member. My sister was, and she wasn't a member during the DVD era. She was a member during the VHS days. And she would get CDs, VHS tapes. She built a hell of a collection off of Columbia House, and then got completely like financially screwed over by their scheme. But it always sounded so good. 7 movies for a penny a piece. And then it would be like 1 movie for $50 would be like the last tier. But no, she went heavy into that stuff. And she had a hell of a VHS collection, CD collection, and all that stuff back in the day. That's probably where I learned a lot of my collecting habits, you know. Yeah, I did pre-order the Return of the Living Dead box set. I did. I used to get I used to limit myself to like horror pops, like Freddy, Jason. I got a lot of them. I remember I got a Texas Chainsaw Massacre Hot Topic exclusive. But I pretty much got all the icons, so it's like I don't really need to collect horror pops anymore. I got a Reagan one. I got Black Phillip from The Witch. So I think I got everything I want. There's still stuff that comes out that's cool, and I might pick up more in the future, but I don't like collect a ton of pops. Right now they're sitting in a tote, so I don't even have them displayed. I also got a ton. Like if you go back and watch on my Blu-ray trips, I was picking this stuff up back in the day at Target, but I got a ton of those Toonie Terrors releases back in the day too. GameCube, I completely miss. I think I have a GameCube, but I don't have like the cables to it. I don't know why. I just had this random GameCube like in a tote in my closet. So I need the hookups to it. I need a controller. GameCube, I completely missed out on because I was super into games, middle school, elementary, and high school. That was the N64 PlayStation era. And of course, when I was a kid, Super Nintendo, all that stuff, Sega Genesis. And then when I got into high school, I got a PS2, and that was the only system I had. When I graduated, I got the Xbox, and I just never got a GameCube. I don't know if I was just like, Luigi's Mansion, Mario. I'm just too old for Mario, all that kind of stuff now. But like watching people talk about the GameCube and all the great games around the GameCube, like really wants me to it really makes me want to get a GameCube and collect some GameCube games. But the big GameCube game was Resident Evil 4. I got that on the Wii, and I played that for the first time on the Wii, and that was actually a really cool way to play that game because you got to use the controller to shoot. So I've got very fond memories of playing Resident Evil 4 for the first time, I think in 2007 when the Wii version came out. And that's one of the best gaming experiences I've ever had. Like, I freaking love that game, and it's the only time I've ever played that game. Actually, no, I downloaded that on Xbox, I think, years later. Like, I think back in 2015, I was playing it. But I didn't get but, like, 2 or 3 hours into it or something. And I know the remake's out, but I don't know, is the remake, like, really close to that one? Because I know that they did the RE2 remake, and that was kind of way different than the original because obviously graphics were so enhanced, but Resident Evil 4 still looked good for the time period that it was in. But my honestly, though, my favorite Resident Evil game that I've ever played, I'll be completely honest, it's Resident Evil 5. I had so much fun. We played online co-op in that. We played the multiplayer all the time. Like, I had a whole group of friends we played with, and I think that was the most fun I ever had playing a Resident Evil game, was Resident Evil 5, just because of the co-op and the multiplayer. The story wasn't nowhere near as good as 4, or the original ones, but, like, I don't know, that game I played over and over. I 100%ed it, got all the achievements, got all the multiplayer achievements, unlocked everything in that game, and I freaking love Resident Evil 5. Um, oh, sweet, sweet. Yeah, I need to get both the new God of War games and play them at some point. Or maybe I'll get my son to play them and I'll just watch him. So the Darkness is one of my first ever 360 games. I don't think I still have it though. I think that was one I traded in. But I did beat it. And that was the one where you like turn into this like spiritual like snake or something. Was it like a ghost snake or you what was it? You had like these tentacles that came out from you and you could like take control of them and like I think that's what it was. I don't know. But I remember that game. My favorites, two of my favorite horror games were the Condemned games, and I don't think I have either one of them anymore. But I love the Condemned games, especially Condemned 2. Bloodshot, I think it was. Um, better question will be if have PS3 games in the new condition. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine. I'm not super precious about that. If I'm getting 20-year-old games, I expect that they're not going to be in the greatest condition. So I'm fine with like some stickers and residue. As long as the game is in good condition, I can play it. That's fine with me. Um, yeah, you gaming on your Xbox or PC. I could see like that would be a good idea for I wouldn't do it on this channel because I don't think there would be too many people interested in that. But I could see myself start like legitimately starting a gaming channel where I talk about my game collections or talk about my game collecting and maybe do some live streams of me playing games or something. Oh yeah, because these are the exact same as these are the same as Arrow cases. Arrow uses these cases. So yeah. They even say Blu-ray on them. On this one says Blu-ray right there. Now Fracture says PS3 right there. So I probably couldn't use that one. But yeah, they do double up as Blu-ray cases too. Yeah, I'm just other than Hellraiser and Halloween, I'm not too interested in like new modern age gaming. Ah, it's good to hear, man. Yeah, yeah. I just as long as it's not multiplayer, I can handle single player. I just cannot handle multiplayer at my age. I can't do it. I've tried to play Fortnite with my kids and it's like, "Oh my god, I can't do it." Yeah, I hate the I hate how those games are anyway. Like I hate like elimination style multiplayer. It gets on my nerves, but um yeah, I cannot play those games. Did you like it? Was it a good game? I think I already have the Poughkeepsie tapes. I feel like I got that in a sale. Probably. I feel like I have heard good things about that one. Yeah, well, the funny thing is I think I also broke my PS3 during the move. That's why I got the PS3 Slim now. I used to have the big bulky set, Now, I did not buy it when it launched. It was $600 when it first came out. My a buddy of mine that I worked with bought it when it came out, and he quickly realized that he was much more into the 360 than he was the PS3, and he never played it. So he offered to sell it to me for 300. So I bought it off of him for 300. So that's how I got my PS3. That was the first PS3 that I had, was that big bulky one that was backwards compatible on PS2 and PS1 games. And I think I heard the Slim, which is what I have, also does PS1 games, but it doesn't do PS2 games. But somebody let me know. Oh, sweet. Nice. Oh, that's nice, man. Yeah, I haven't pre-ordered it, but I was crazy and almost thought about getting that Lament Configuration Edition. It Takes Two, I is that a new game? Is that a new game? I played a little bit of Witcher 3, I think, but again, I think that I might own it too. I think that was the end of my gaming days. I didn't get too far. Or maybe it was Witcher 2 that I played. I never got into the rock games. I never did. Guitar Hero, Rock Band, I never did any of that. Never. I always thought about it. I always kind of wanted to because everybody made it sound like it was a lot of fun. But I never got into those. Yeah, that could make a good video. Yeah, the Wii. I think the Wii version. I didn't play the GameCube version, but I feel like the Wii version was better just because of the you could shoot with the controller and do all kinds of cool shit. So, uh, oh yeah, they did remake the first one on GameCube. I remember that. Oh damn. Well, luckily they ported over a lot of the GameCube games to Wii, and then I think they redid a lot of them on the Switch as well. Another game I'm playing right now is Super Mario Wonder. I'm playing on the Switch, and I've already beat the game, but I'm trying to, like, go back through and get all the Wonder Seeds right now as well. I'm gaming too much. It's taken away from my movie watching time. If you're wondering, "Ken, why aren't you getting through movies faster?" I'm gaming too much. Limbo. I remember playing Limbo. I downloaded that. It was one of the first, like, downloadable games on the Xbox Live Marketplace, and, I loved that game. That was so much fun, and it was only, like, 4 hours or something I took to beat it. Also, Braid was a great game. That was a really cool, like, time travel game. Also, Castle Crashers, Super Meat Boy. I was obsessed with Super Meat Boy, so, yeah, I was into a lot of the downloadable games back then on Xbox, and I think because I still got my same 360 with the hard drive, I think I still have all those games downloaded on that hard drive. Because I actually tested whether or not I could play Super Meat Boy, like, a couple of years ago, and I could. So, Alan Wake, I played the first one, not the second one, because the second one's new, but the first one is freaking I love that game. That was such a great game. Survival horror. Um, is Batman 89 gonna be in the theaters? Yeah, I didn't even know about that. Oh, that's cool, Jonathan. Yeah, I've only got maybe 40, but I'm trying to up my PS3 game. There's a lot of those collections that I want, like the Sly Cooper collection, Jack and Daxter. I know those are a little bit more expensive. Oh, nice, Voss. Thank you for being here. What is your Everest? What it is the movie you want the most on 4K at this point? Oh my goodness. Well, The Mask was one of them. That was one of them for sure, and we're getting it. But I mean, The Rock. I really want The Rock on 4K. Um, there's probably others, but that's the one that comes to mind right now. Um, we've gotten a lot this year though. Turtles, The Mask, Mac and Me, of course. Yeah, I'll say The Rock. Con Air 2 is a big one, and Armageddon. So I mean, Disney needs to do all those. All those. Broken Arrow, I would love on 4K. I feel like Kino would get Broken Arrow, but I would love it if like Vinegar got it or something, or Arrow. Nice. Nice. Sharon Stone's in that? I didn't know Sharon was in that. Yeah, my wife and I were gonna see that last Saturday after Weapons, but then we decided that we're old and we're too tired to see 2 movies. Uh, Mafia, I never played the Mafia games. Never did. Yeah, I hope to never move again, especially with my collection right now. Are you more of a Star Trek fan or a Star Wars? Star Wars for sure. Even though like the current state of Star Wars is shit, I'm still more of a fan of Star Wars just because of the older movies. Oh, ColecoVision. It's my ColecoVision, isn't it cool? I just remember that from South Park back in the day. Galaga was a great video game, Michelle. It was a great video game. How about Gyrus? I love Gyrus too on the original Nintendo. Um, yeah, I never played Stranglehold. There was another game that a lot of people talked up back in the day called Sleeping Dogs. I never played that one. I wanted to play that one too. I love the Saints Row games though. I played 2 and 3. Also Crackdown on Xbox, 1 and 2 of that. Did they do a third Crackdown game? I love those games. See, like I could talk forever about the 360 PS3 Wii era. Like I played so much during that era. Um yeah, yeah, yeah. First person shooters are great. That's what Call of Juarez is, so that's what I'm playing right now. And it's a really fun game. Western game, really good game. Ed Wood, yeah, for sure we need. I would take Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Oh, you're talking about the, yeah, I've heard about the Buffy games. I've heard about the Buffy games. Xbox 360 games are starting to bring good money. I came across a big holiday yard sale, 50 cent blood. Oh yeah, 50 cent blood on the sand. I've heard about that one. And I saw that in GameStop so many times for like $5 back in the day. And I never got it because I was like, oh, this is stupid. I don't want this. And now it's going for $100. Um, yeah, some of those games are for sure. I've been watching all those types of videos, like what's going for high prices and stuff like that. And I'm trying not to let it take over me because I have that, you know, I have that collector mentality. It's like I see all these people collecting this stuff. I want to get it too. So I'm trying to not go on like eBay and crap like that. It's like as of right now, like I'm just if I find it for a good price in the thrifting spots, I'll get it. But I'm trying not to jump on like eBay and stuff like that. At least not right now. Maybe at some point. I would love to see Goblin live for sure. Yeah, I saw that Dust Devil is coming from Kino. Oh, is it coming from Umbrella too? I forgot. Did that get an announcement? What's up, man? Stinky potato. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Yeah, open range for sure. Open range for sure. Yeah. Yeah. You probably won't see this, but I would love mid-level gaming collection channel. I love collecting games. Just got Street Fighter. I'm seeing it, Matt. Look, it's inevitable. Um, it's inevitable because like I'm just feeling that pull back towards those games I used to love and wanting to play those games. And it's gonna be focused on like older stuff. Like I'm really not gonna talk about new stuff hardly at all. Like maybe I'll talk about the Halloween game when it comes out, Hellraiser, but like I'm gonna be back in the past with the gaming channel. It's not going to be new releases like this channel. It's going to be me collecting old school games and just kind of like my journey with building back up my collection of PS3, PS2, Xbox, all that kind of stuff. And maybe some live streaming. Um no, I didn't. I never had the Dreamcast. I mean, that came out when I was in the 64 era, right? I never got it. No. No. All right, guys. I remember having the Die Hard PlayStation game back in the day. I remember having that. I don't have it anymore because I don't have any of my PlayStation games for some reason. I had all the Final Fantasy games, Final Fantasy Anthology. Mari says, "Why did I lie? I didn't say I would sell you Kathy's curse. When did I say that? You must have misunderstood me." But yeah, I remember having the Die Hard game for sure. But thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Entertaining my video game pickups, video game conversation. We also talked about Best Buy and how they're back in physical media rights. I'm just going to say that it's true. That's on their websites. Come on, guys. The Mask in 4K. Cable Guy. That's an Everest right there. Cable Guy in 4K. Cable Guy in 4K, guys. Come on now. Thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you for let me shout out all the super chats. We got one from KJL. We got one from Going to the Movies. I think 2. Jasper playing 9 as told by Gonzo. Eli Cam, Michael K, Brent Madison, Antonis with the two super chats, and Mark. Thank you all so much for supporting the channel. I appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow with another video. Not sure what that video is going to be, but it's probably going to be the 40-year-old virgin on 4K review. I'll have that out tomorrow. Mel's still here. What's up, Mel? Yeah, I'll have that out tomorrow, and then probably Sleepaway Camp 4K reviews. I got a lot of videos coming. Thank y'all so much for joining. Like if you haven't liked, leave me a comment after the stream if you want to comment, and I'll see you next time.